Hello and welcome, my Caterpillar Tractors. How you doing this wonderful day? It's Chris here, and we're about to do another speed run video. Today we're playing Benguela. Is that how you pronounce it? I think it's pretty close. Bengal Tiger. Whatever you want to call it, man. We're playing this thing. I don't know how to pronounce it. I probably should have looked that up before I started this video. Makes me seem like less of an idiot. But you know what? Lots of people watch my videos, they probably know I already am an idiot. So, we'll just keep on focusing on not looking like an idiot as much as possible. But anyways, for our speedrun videos, if you guys don't know the drill, basically I use this really nice little software that kind of keeps track of time up in the top right corner up in there. Kind of get to make it look however I want and kind of time everything. The only problem for this level was that the balloons actually come out of a spot near where that thing comes out. Which it affects it a little bit, but honestly didn't take away from the gameplay all that much. Now, sadly, on this map, the speedrun's going to be really difficult, because there's not a great way to pop balloons quickly when they're coming out of 3 different ways. Like, even if you pop dart monkeys up in the corners or something like that, you would think that that would be more effective. Or popping a dart monkey in the top right corner, and some subs or boats in the bottom left corner, you'd pop the balloons way quicker. You might actually be able to get through the time a little bit faster. And while that is partially true, you're also hurting yourself on banana farms. So when you hurt yourself on banana farms like that, what ends up happening is you have a rough late game. So sometimes just saying screw it in the early game and getting a really nice late game can actually be a better speedrun strategy. So if you guys are really trying to become the best speedrunners that you can become, then that's the way you got to do it. So anyways, I got a little bit of a story for you guys. It's a little bit of a sad story. I don't like thinking about it, to be honest, but I'm gonna do it anyways. I'm gonna tell you guys my story. You guys probably realize how weird I am after this story. So, a little bit of background real quick. You guys know, I used to be really weird about not killing anything. Alright, I like nothing. If you killed anything, I was really upset. Because I went through this, I don't know, philosophical phase where, like, I basically said that, you know, life is super duper precious. And that if you kill anything, you're taking away it's the only thing it has. It's life. And then after that, it's gone. And that's what I thought for a really long time, or still think. But I think of it in a little bit of a different way now. So, I was really sad. Like, my friends, they're teenagers, they're really young, they're young teenagers, they're annoying and whatever. And I remember that they used to have, they had a frisbee, and they would just go around and they just hit lightning bugs to kill them. I thought that was really mean. I hated that. I still hate the idea of just killing lightning bugs for fun, but that's what they did. As teenage boys, that's the weird things, fun things that they do. They're just like, hey, lightning bugs, boom, hit it on the ground, step on it. Look at the green juice, like, oh yeah. It's like, to me, it was like, oh my god, it's a power trip. Like, why do you need to do that? To, like, feel more powerful than a lightning bug? Why do you gotta extinguish it? The only thing that it's got is life. Well, anyways, continuing on, I basically never killed anything. Now, bacteria is a little bit of a different story for me. I did wash my hands and stuff like that, and if there was anything that was actually harming me, I would stop it from harming me. For example, a mosquito, I would brush it off my arm. I wouldn't even kill or wouldn't slap that mosquito. I would just brush it off my arm. Let it get away, mosquito. Get out of here. At least back in the day. So, anyways, when I was at work one time, I was picking up some pots, and I was moving some pots around and stuff like that, and then all of a sudden I picked up a pot, and I went to set it down, and bam, I couldn't catch myself in time, guys, and squish, I crushed a caterpillar. It was so upsetting, but I didn't crush the caterpillar in its entirety, guys. This is the worst part about this story right here. I only crushed the back end of the caterpillar. So, I just kind of sat there and looked at him for a little while, and basically what went through my mind, and I looked at the caterpillar, and what he was doing was he was like, he had his back legs on the ground, because they don't really have legs, but they have those little, like, suction cup leg things, and he was, like, flailing around. I don't know exactly how to describe it, but he had his back leg or back part on the ground, and he just, like, was swaying back and forth with his front part, and I was just like, what the heck is going on? So he was just like flipping out, and I was going really fast, not just like swaying like, oh, like if you're at a concert or something like that with a lighter, you're not just swaying back and forth like, oh. No, he was flipping, flopping, floopity flops all over the place. And what went through my head was, oh my god, no, Caterpillar, you can make it, little buddy, you can do it, you can survive this terrible thing that I put you through. And my second thing was, do I want him to suffer and hope that he survives, or do I want to put him out of his misery? Now, at the time, I totally thought that insects and caterpillars and everything felt pain. And well, that they do experience something sort of similar to pain. And the best way I can explain this, by the way, is if you breathe something really, really smelly and awful. Obviously, it's noxious. You don't like it. You're like, oh, get that out of here. But it's not pain. It's not pain. It's different. Pain is different. Now, insects don't feel pain, but they do feel that, like, ew, that's gross, noxious, I don't like that type of thing. And it's different, but it's, it's great way to just be like, I don't like getting burned alive. I'm not going to go by that. I don't like this thing that's really freezing. I don't like that. I don't like getting crushed to death. I don't want to have that happen to me. So, anyways, I was thinking about it for a long time because I always thought that this caterpillar was in pain. And I was like, do I put him out of his misery? What do I do? And I was just looking at this caterpillar, and he was flipping back and forth, and all of a sudden, he starts to slowly flip back and forth, and slowly just, like, lays on the ground. And I was like, oh no. He's just resting, isn't he? He's gonna be fine. So I poked him a little bit, and he's like moves around a little bit. Poke him a little bit, and he moved around a little bit. And then I saw his juices leaking out. This was the hard part for me. I saw his juices all leaking out, just all out the side there. And that's when I decided, all right, guys, he's not gonna make it. I gotta put him out of his misery. And I did. I crushed him with the pot. I couldn't even do it with my fingers or anything. I crushed him with the pot. So a lot of people are probably thinking, holy crap, you're really freaking weird. You're a goofy guy. Some people might say that that's really cute. Some people might say, well, you have like a good... You care for animals, that's a good thing and everything. And I'm like, yeah, that is true. But it was just really upsetting. And to this day, I still remember that I could still, like, see it with my eyes. Like, exactly what it was like for, like, those 30 seconds. And even feel the feelings that I was feeling at that time. And they're rough. Have you guys ever had that where you have like a really, especially really weirdly shy people, or people who have a lot of anxiety? If something bad ever happens to you, that will stay stuck in your brain for the rest of your life. And you will always think about those stupid things that made you feel like crap. And it sucks, because like you're like, I don't want to remember these stupid things that make me feel like crap. Maybe make me think of the awesome things where I was having a bunch of fun with my friends and everything. But you don't think about those. Like, you can think about them if you try, but like randomly you're just going to be like sitting there and you'll be like, oh, I remember that time. I was in the elevator and I couldn't find the button to go to my thing, and people were making fun of me and look at me weird and everything. And it's true. That's what happens, man. That's exactly what happens to me. Still remember it. It's ingrained into my brain. So let's talk about my strategy really quick for a little while, and then I might go back to the caterpillar story to finish it off or whatnot. But I think it's mostly finished, I think. Anyways, what I did was I decided to go for 2 4th-year banana farms. It worked really, really well on the web map, so I was like, alright, well, let's do that, just 2. I don't need any more than that. I don't need to go cray-cray with this thing. And I popped in a sniper to kind of help out and get the balloons destroyed a little bit quicker with those lead balloons and everything. And then I kind of went into some more submarine type things to pop the balloons a little bit quicker. Soon after that, though, I'm like, alright, I need to start getting my heli pilot and my monkey aces up, because I need to pop these hardcore balloons, these Moabs and BFBs and everything. I gotta pop these guys quick too. And eventually I realized I don't have any room for specters and heli pilots and all this other junk, so I need to start spamming the submarines. So that's kind of what my strategy turned into. It actually ended up going pretty smoothly overall. I did have a little bit of a scare in the middle there, right around like 30 to 35, where I was having some trouble with the balloons. Even around up to around like 40, I was actually having trouble with the balloons. I don't remember if I used road spikes a lot or just like sparingly, but I was having some trouble in the middle part of the game. It ended up working out, though. We did end up surviving, and that's the point, though. You're supposed to push it to the limit, man. Push it to the limit! Woo! So now I'm just spamming some submarines, but I don't want to go all the way up to first strike ability subs yet. I just want to get 2, 3 submarines. Submarines that can shoot all the way across the map. And the nice thing about the subs is that if you put subs in range of other subs, their range just basically turns into almost infinite range. Anywhere on the map, basically these balloons can hit. And I don't even care about the top upper left corner up there. I'm not worried about these balloons trying to sneak through in the end there. I'm worried about them getting destroyed as quickly as freaking possible. Also, I believe I have my Apache Dart ship on pursuit right now. And he's sort of goofy, man. He's trying to run around, trying to pop the balloons. I don't even think he got that many pops overall. I mean, of course, he was doing a good job in the middle part of the game, but once you get these subs up and these specters and everything, the Apache Dart ship becomes a lot less effective overall. But he's still a good tower, don't get me wrong. I just thought he was doing a little bit of a goofy job there for a little while. But yeah, just to continue on that Caterpillar story, that has happened to me a couple times in my life with similar things. But because I have learned that insects don't feel pain, I don't hate myself as much because I'm not like I'm literally making this thing suffer until it eventually succumbs to death. It's more of just well, that really sucks. I don't want to do that. I don't want to kill things, but I don't feel quite as bad or horrible about it anymore. Though luckily this doesn't happen all that often. I don't have to kill things all that often. And the weird thing is I do eat meat and things like that. I am not a vegetarian. And that means I do understand that when these animals are going into these slaughterhouses and such, that they are being killed. Hopefully as painless as possible. But yeah, they are being killed, and I do eat them eventually, yes. So that is also a sad thing to think about. Let's not talk about that. Anyways, yeah, I do end up popping up a quick aircraft carrier. Don't know why the heck I did that, but he's a nice little bonus to our thing over here. And we do end up with a pretty decent time up in here. It's not perfect, don't get me wrong. Like, tar pits, I got like 18 minutes or something like that. This, I got below 12 minutes, which is freaking solid, but it's still not perfect. I'm trying to get my first strike abilities up. I got 3 of them so far, and it's 4 of them already. We're gonna go boom, 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 explode all these guys, and we got it covered. Boom. Taking them down. We got $960 too as well. Pretty freaking sweet. 1142, not a bad record, man. Now, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you press that like button for me. I'd appreciate that a bunch. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, and of course, have a super duper delicious day.